Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special presentation. Today we are going to look at the new Halo Infinite, and specifically we are going to look at the multiplayer, which is free to download at the moment but is still in the beta stage. I've been playing around with this for a couple of days and I want to give you my initial feedback on the game. Let's get into it. At this point, Halo Infinite is due to release very shortly, early December. And yeah, this is a good opportunity to get a feel for how the overall game will play when it does drop. The multiplayer component has been released early. And it's completely free, although Xbox Studios are making a very loud noise about it being still in a development phase, in a beta state phase. And so I thought this was an absolutely perfect opportunity to have a wee look at it and also give some feedback on what I've found. So I've been playing around with all different components of the multiplayer just to find out what it's all about, what I like, what I think could be improved, etc. And that's what the basis of today's video is going to be. In the background, I'm going to run a game of Capture the Flag, which is probably the best game I've had thus far, and just so you can get a feel for the game. There are several different modes and we'll talk about that as we go through, but like I said, this is more about constructive feedback for the devs, plus it gives each of you a wee look at the game. So without further ado, and without waffling anymore, let's get into the footage and let me talk you through what I've found so far. Okay, we're going to start off with the menus, and when you download the game at the moment, you're going to come to this menu, the starting screen, and then you're going to load into this menu. Now this is obviously designed for the full game, but the one you want is multiplayer. So that's unlocked. Everything else obviously you're going to have to pay for, so just be aware of that when you come in here. So anyway, let's click on multiplayer. You see you've got quick play, bot bootcamp, big team battle and ranked arena. The bot bootcamp is pretty good. That's kind of like a sandpit for learning the game. But if you come in here with the big team battles, it'll work your way through all the different games that are available. And pretty much you've got Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch and Domination, as far as I can tell at this point. They're just called different things. And when you click into them, it takes you to a menu. Now, one of the things that I couldn't quite figure out, you can boost your level by buying credits, but yeah, I'm not sure that I'm interested in that. One thing I couldn't work at, and there is a quick play menu, is how I customize my game list for the games I want to play. It seems as though regardless of what you hit as far as play options, it's just going to give you random selections of games. Now, I did try and filter this a bit by hitting that bookmark thing there. You can see it right there. You can see when I can't toggle up and play any of these modes. So we're just going through and finding out what are these modes are about. You can see control all three simultaneously. That's domination, obviously. So yeah, that was a bit bit disappointing that you can't actually customize the game modes or pick individual game modes. At least I couldn't figure out how to do it at this point. There maybe is a way of doing it, but certainly I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm figuring that if you put a bookmark on, then it limits the amount of playlists that you can do, but yeah, I think that needs fixing. I guess I'm used to the Call of Duty kind of quick list and being able to filter it, but that's one suggestion I would say. Have some kind of filter so that we can pick a specific game mode that we want to play. As far as navigating the menus go and where you should go, it's pretty simple. The interface is quite nice. It's nice and clean, as you can see. So I have no real dramas with that. The bot boot camp is nice. It loads you into a kind of area where you can do some training in there, and you can do it with real players and bots, which is kind of nice. And yeah, so just navigating around, big tick from me. There's no dramas figuring out what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to be going. But like I said, it is just a little bit confusing why you can't get into specific game modes if that's the one game mode that you like playing. As far as lobby times and waiting around and loading into lobbies, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. You don't have to really wait that long for a lobby to load. The interface and how they load in is quite nice. Shows you the team, who you're playing with. So that's all pretty nice, and there, I mean, before you load into this screen though, you're just kind of sitting in an interface. So I'd like to see them possibly just do something with the initial screen. You maybe just have you in the lobby with the other players as they're coming in. I don't know. It's easy once you get in, but they kind of leave you hanging, just waiting for the lobby to load, and that's basically just the way the screens are and the way they've put the screens. As far as the gameplay goes, I've played many of these. What I would suggest is a kind of advanced movement type of game. I've played Apex and Anthem and Black Ops 3 and various games, Infinite Warfare and thing over the years. I've got to say, and I'm not sure if this is just a case of how to level your character up, but it feels a little sluggish for a sort of advanced movement game. That was my initial impressions. It just doesn't feel as polished as it could be, I guess is the right way of saying that. Yeah, just there's something a little bit off. I'm not sure if we get speed boosts or anything, but the boosting just seems to be a little bit lax, a little bit weak when you're playing. And yeah, I just think the advanced movement could be changed. Now, one of the things that really did annoy me was the spawn-in time when you're killed. The respawn time to me is way too long. It just feels way too long. I don't like a mode that leaves you out of the game for long periods of time. And when you get killed, it's like almost an 8 to 10 second respawn timing, which I think is way too long. And I guess that's just me being used to playing games like Call of Duty and the alike. But yeah, it's way too long. Way too long. So I'm not a fan of the respawn duration, although I'm not worried too much about the fact that you do have to respawn. I do like that, but yeah, the duration between you dying and getting back into the game is just, for me personally, just way too long. You see, yeah, 10 seconds as you seen up on the screen there. As far as the weapons go, there's a lot of weapons around the map that you can pick up. I'd like to see them some kind of indicator on the minimap, and maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe they are on the minimap and I just didn't see them. But yeah, there's plenty of different weapons for you to try, and I'm sure over time you're going to learn what weapons are the best weapons. But it's not always clear where they are. The other thing that I would say is, the weapons in this game feel way too weak, at least the standard weapons do. Either that or the armor's too strong, but it seems to take a lot to kill people in this game. A lot to kill people, as you're seeing here. And I don't like that. I don't like that long time to kill. I mean, I guess, again, it's due to the fact that I've been used to games where the time to kill is fairly quick. And yeah, I just feel that there's the weapons, starting weapons, and the armor just need tweaking here. You can see there I'm putting pistol ammo and all kinds of stuff into this guy, and he's still down. Map design, I like the map design. The maps that I've played so far, I actually really do like the map design. It is quite nice, especially this one. I think it's called Behemoth. It's nice and open, pretty simple. I like simple maps, but there's multi-levels, as you can see, which is kind of nice. And yeah, the controls, as far as the controls go, I guess I'm just not used to Halo controls. It's been a while since I've played Halo, and I certainly haven't played multiplayer before. I bet I should put that out there as far as Halo goes. But yeah, it takes a while to get your head around the controls. And yeah, if you're used to playing like a Call of Duty or an Apex or something, Fortnite, it is a little bit different. And there's some things. This is another thing that I found that I just, with the movement, it seems to take forever to get from one side of the map to the other, which it shouldn't be. I'm sure you can get speed boosts and all kinds of stuff, and I'm sure I'm missing that. But yeah, just as a normal player, it's just very sluggish. It's not totally apparent what you're supposed to do straight up at the gate either. Even with the going through the bot lobbies and doing some tutorials, so yeah, this game will take you a little bit of time to get your head around. And I think one of the things that was really annoying is leveling up seems to take an absolute eternity to do. And yeah, it's just it's, again, something that should be looked at. It took me, I played, I don't know, 10, 12 games and I still hadn't got to level 1. Maybe because I was just bad at the game, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just taken way too long to level up as far as I'm concerned. Apart from that, there's something about this that I enjoyed. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I did enjoy it. And you can see I'm trying to plant the flag at the wrong end. Complete noob. There is something compelling about this game, and I'm going to continue playing it for a wee while. But yeah, they need to fix a few things. It was getting. I find I'm not playing in huge play sessions because it was just getting frustrating. Because I could put multiple bullets into somebody and they can one-shot me like that guy just did. So yeah. Just going to take a little bit of time to learn the game, learn all the ins and outs, learn the maps, but that's pretty new for any kind of game that you're going to learn. But yeah, I think it's certainly, I would recommend having a wee look at it, but be aware that there's a number of things that I think the devs seriously need to look at and seriously need to change. So that's my initial feedback on the multiplayer. If you are a Halo player and if you're playing the multiplayer and I've missed a few things, I would always appreciate your help with this. Any tips or kind of insight that you can give me would be well received. That's a good thing about the gaming community. We all like to help each other out. If you have a differing opinion, like to hear it, of course, please stay respectful. This is based on my personal game experience with the game. Like I said, it's not something that I've played before. I haven't played Halo multiplayer. I have played Halo before, but not the multiplayer component of it. So this review is given purely based on new eyes to the game, and obviously the game is still in development. So it's you know, it is meant as a constructive feedback session. If you'd like to see more Halo, please let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, a like rating is always appreciated. And we will catch you next time on Gaming for XP. See ya!